Have you ever felt like building wealth is an impossible puzzle, a secret reserved for the lucky few? Do you find yourself working tirelessly only to see your financial situation remain stagnant? If you've ever felt trapped in this cycle, you're not alone. The path to wealth can seem daunting, but it's not about luck. It's about a deliberate and strategic approach. This audiobook is your complete blueprint for starting from scratch and building a prosperous financial future. We will show you that true wealth is not an accident but a result of learning and applying specific principles. You will discover how to change your mindset, make your money work for you, and create a legacy of financial freedom. As the great financial educator Robert Kiyosaki once said, "The rich don't work for money. They have their money work for them." By the time you finish listening, you will have a clear understanding of the principles of wealth building and a concrete plan to move from financial hardship to prosperity. You will transform from a passive consumer into an active builder of your own empire. Your journey to prosperity begins now. To start, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more empowering content. Here you will learn not just how to earn money but how to make money work for you. Chapter 1. Break the chains of poverty thinking. Break the chains in your mind and you will break the chains in your life. Poverty is not just the absence of money. It is the presence of a belief system that tells you that you are powerless, that you cannot change, that you must settle for less than you are capable of achieving. This is the lie that has been whispered to you by society, by the environment you grew up in, and sometimes even by the people you love. But you must understand that your mind is your greatest asset or your greatest liability. Choose wisely. The thoughts you allow to live in your head will decide the reality you live in. If you feed your mind with limitations, you will live a limited life. If you feed it with possibility, you will live a life without limits. Poverty thinking is a disease that spreads silently and its symptoms are familiar. You tell yourself there is never enough. You believe that opportunities are for other people, not for you. You convince yourself that success requires luck you do not have. You avoid risks not because you cannot take them, but because you have been trained to fear them. You see money as something that happens to you, not something you can control. This thinking keeps you trapped in the same cycle year after year, paycheck after paycheck, dream after dream, left unfulfilled. To break this cycle, you must change the way you think before you can change the way you live. You must begin by questioning every belief you have about money and success. Who told you that money is hard to earn? Who told you that only certain people get rich? Who told you that life is unfair and there is nothing you can do about it? These are the voices of poverty thinking and you must silence them. Replace them with questions that open doors instead of closing them. Stop asking why me and start asking why not me. Stop saying I cannot afford it and start asking how can I afford it. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of the questions you ask yourself. Every time you repeat a limiting belief, you are programming your mind to accept failure as normal. Every time you repeat an empowering belief, you are reprogramming your mind to seek solutions and create wealth. Your mind is not fixed. It is a muscle that can be trained. But training takes intention. It takes the daily decision to reject thoughts of scarcity and replace them with thoughts of abundance. It takes surrounding yourself with people who think big and avoiding the energy of those who constantly complain. If you spend your time with small thinkers, your mind will shrink to fit theirs. If you spend your time with big thinkers, your mind will expand to match theirs. The shift from poverty thinking to wealth thinking begins when you stop blaming the world and start taking responsibility for your life. Poverty thinking says the system is against me. Wealthing says I will find a way to win within any system. Poverty thinking says I do not have the skills. Wealth-thinking says I will learn the skills. Poverty thinking waits for permission. Wealth-thinking takes action without waiting to be told. The moment you adopt this mindset, you stop being a victim of your circumstances and become the architect of your destiny. It is not about ignoring the challenges you face. It is about refusing to let those challenges define your identity. You might be broke today, but that is only your current financial situation. It is not who you are. Your circumstances are temporary. Your mindset can be permanent. The rich have been broke at some point, but they refuse to think poor. The poor may sometimes have money, but they continue to think in scarcity, and the money eventually leaves them. This is why winning the lottery often leaves people broke again within a few years. They took a poor mindset into a rich bank account. And the mindset always wins. Wealth does not start with the size of your paycheck. It starts with the size of your vision. You must see yourself as worthy of abundance, capable of growth, and deserving of success. The poverty mind says, if I had more money, I could change my life. The wealth mind says, if I change my life, I will have more money. This reversal is the key to financial freedom. Money is not the cause, it is the effect. Change the cause, your mindset and the effect will follow. Breaking the chains of poverty thinking also means changing your relationship with failure. People with a poor mindset see failure as proof they should not have tried. People with a rich mindset see failure as feedback to adjust and try again. Every setback is a lesson. Every mistake is a teacher. And every obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger. If you fear failure, you will never take the risks necessary to build wealth. If you embrace failure, you will keep moving forward until success is inevitable. Your mind will fight you when you start making these changes. It will cling to old beliefs. Because they are familiar, it will try to protect you from discomfort by keeping you in the same patterns. But comfort is the enemy of growth. You cannot create a new life while staying the same person. You must be willing to let go of the old version of yourself. The one who doubted, hesitated, and settled for less. So you can step into the new version who acts, believes, and expects more. Every day you have a choice. You can either feed your mind with thoughts that make you stronger or feed it with thoughts that make you weaker. You can either speak words that move you closer to wealth or words that keep you in poverty. You can either surround yourself with voices that inspire you or voices that drain you. Your future is not decided by luck. It is decided by these choices. If you choose to think like the wealthy, you will begin to see opportunities where others see problems. You will take calculated risks while others remain frozen in fear. You will invest in learning while others waste time complaining. You will start small if you have to. But you will start, and each step will build momentum until the life you once thought was impossible becomes the life you live every day. You are not chained to your past, your upbringing, or your mistakes. You are only chained to the beliefs you refuse to change. The moment you decide to break those beliefs, you unlock the door to financial freedom. Your mind is your greatest asset or your greatest liability. Choose wisely, because the decision you make today will echo through every area of your life. Stop thinking poor and start thinking rich. The wealth you desire will follow the moment your mind is ready to receive it. Chapter 2. The school system won't make you rich. School teaches you how to work for money. Wealth is built when you learn how money works for you. That is a truth too many people never hear until it is too late. You have been told since childhood that if you study hard, get good grades, and earn a diploma, success will follow. But if that were true, why do so many educated people struggle financially? Why do doctors with years of schooling end up drowning in debt while entrepreneurs with no degree sometimes retire young and wealthy? The answer is simple and uncomfortable. The school system was never designed to make you rich. It was designed to make you employable. From the first day you walked into a classroom, you were trained to follow rules, obey authority, and complete assignments. You were taught to memorize information and repeat it on tests. But you were never taught how to generate cash flow, how to invest, or how to create assets. You learned the names of ancient kings and the formula for the area of a trapezoid, but no one showed you how to read a balance sheet or calculate return on investment. You were trained to ask for permission, to wait for instructions, to accept a grade as the measure of your worth. That conditioning does not prepare you to thrive in the real world of money. The wealthy understand something the school system ignores. Academic knowledge can open doors to jobs, but financial education opens doors to freedom. You can have the highest honors and still live paycheck to paycheck if you lack money skills. You can graduate top of your class and still be one bad economic downturn away from losing everything. The school system rarely talks about assets versus liabilities. Yet that single concept can change the entire direction of your life. It rarely mentions passive income. Yet that is the only kind of income that will keep paying you when you stop working. If you want to build wealth from zero, you must first unlearn the myths you have been taught. A diploma is not a ticket to financial freedom. It is a tool, and like any tool, it is only as valuable as the hands that use it. Too many people think education ends when school ends. But that is when your real education should begin. You must become your own teacher in the subjects that matter most to your financial survival. Investing, cash flow management, negotiation, asset building, and entrepreneurship. These are the skills that create independence. These are the skills that turn average earners into wealthy individuals. Consider how much time you spent in school learning to be on time, to follow instructions, to not speak without raising your hand. Now ask yourself how much time you spent learning to manage debt, to protect your income from taxes, to evaluate a business opportunity. The answer is likely close to zero. And that is not an accident. The system produces workers, not wealth creators. It rewards obedience over creativity, stability over risk, and consumption over production. It gives you a path that looks safe. But safety is an illusion when your financial life depends entirely on a single paycheck. The wealthy do not wait for someone else to teach them. They take responsibility for their own education. They read books about investing. They study market trends. They learn from mentors who have achieved the results they want. They treat every financial mistake as a lesson and every opportunity as a classroom. They understand that the world is the real school and every decision you make with your time and money is an exam. Pass enough of those exams and you will graduate into freedom. Fail them and you will repeat the same cycle of struggle year after year. A mindset shift is your first step toward breaking free. You must stop thinking like a student who waits for the teacher to tell them what to do and start thinking like an entrepreneur who takes action and learns along the way. You must replace the belief that hard work alone leads to wealth with the truth that smart work, strategic thinking, and continuous learning are the real drivers of success. You must train yourself to see opportunities where others see risk. To ask, how can I afford this? Instead of, I cannot afford this. That simple shift in thinking transforms limitations into possibilities. Money skills are not complicated, but they require focus and discipline. Learn how to track your income and expenses. Learn how to save and invest before you spend. Learn how to spot a liability disguised as an asset, like the flashy car that drains your account instead of filling it. Learn how to multiply your money by putting it to work in businesses, investments, or ideas that grow over time. And most importantly, learn that wealth is built by habits, not by one-time windfalls. The daily choices you make with your money matter more than the size of your paycheck. Self-education is not optional if you want to escape financial mediocrity. The books you read, the podcasts you listen to, the conversations you have, these are the new classrooms. Every successful person you admire built their wealth by learning what school did not teach. They sought out knowledge on how money works and they applied it relentlessly. They understood that nobody is coming to save them financially. So they took control of their own growth. You must do the same. Do not misunderstand. School can provide valuable skills and open doors to opportunities. But it is only one piece of the puzzle. The other pieces, the ones that complete the picture of financial freedom, are up to you to find and master. You must be willing to question the path you have been given, to challenge the traditional narrative, and to seek knowledge that actually moves you closer to independence. The truth is, the school system is not broken. It is working exactly as it was designed. But it was never designed to make you rich. That responsibility belongs to you. If you continue to rely solely on what school taught you, you will keep earning just enough to survive. If you choose to learn what the wealthy know, you can build a life where you do not just work for money, but where money works for you. And when that happens, you will finally understand what real education looks like. Chapter 3. Acquire assets, not liabilities. Every dollar you earn must either work for you or against you. There is no neutral. That truth is the dividing line between financial growth and financial decay. Most people spend their entire lives working for money without realizing that money could be working for them. They pour their earnings into things that look good on the outside but rot their wealth from the inside. They chase the illusion of success with new cars, shiny gadgets, and branded clothes, all of which drain their pockets the moment they own them. These are liabilities, silent thieves that take without giving back. The wealthy understand a different game. They use their income to acquire assets, rental properties that generate rent every month, businesses that keep producing profits, stocks that pay dividends, intellectual property that creates royalties. They know that assets are not about glamour. They are about leverage. An asset quietly works in the background, earning you money, whether you are awake or asleep. When you start from zero, the temptation to spend for appearances is strong. The world tells you to look successful, even if you are drowning in debt. This is a trap. Every cent you save and every dollar you earn should be directed toward acquiring income-producing assets. At the beginning, the amounts may be small. A few shares of stock, a piece of equipment that allows you to start a side business, a small plot of land. The size does not matter. What matters is the direction. Money, when placed in the right vehicle, grows. It compounds. It multiplies. But money spent on liabilities dies the moment it leaves your hand. Discipline is your greatest weapon. Without it, your income will slip through your fingers faster than you can earn it. With it, you can transform even modest earnings into a powerful stream of passive income. The key is to delay gratification. Resist the urge to buy luxuries with your paycheck. Instead, let your assets buy your luxuries. This means you only spend on a luxury when your assets produce enough passive income to pay for it without touching your principal. That is how the wealthy enjoy their toys without becoming slaves to them. Money management is not just about budgeting. It is about purpose. Every dollar must have a job. It is either deployed to grow your wealth or it is wasted on something that will cost you more over time. Ask yourself before every purchase, will this put money in my pocket or will it take money out? If the answer is take money out, then it is a liability and liabilities delay your financial freedom. The poor and middle class buy liabilities and call them assets because they have been taught that home ownership or a car is always a good investment. The truth is, unless that home produces rental income or that car generates business revenue, they are expenses, not investments. This is not about denying yourself joy or comfort. It is about building a foundation so strong that your comfort is permanent, not fragile. The road to financial growth is paved with consistent, calculated investments. Passive income streams take time to build, but they reward you endlessly once established. Picture yourself owning enough assets to cover all your monthly expenses without lifting a finger. That is financial freedom. You are no longer trading time for money. You are trading money for more money. It all starts with one decision. The decision to treat every dollar as a soldier in your army. You can send those soldiers to fight for you by buying assets, or you can let them be captured and destroyed by liabilities. The more soldiers you send into battle, the stronger your financial army becomes, and the faster you conquer the world of wealth. Remember, your money must always be in motion. Idle money is wasted potential, and wasted potential is a silent form of poverty. Even if you have little now, you can still start. Cut unnecessary expenses. Redirect that money into savings. Then invest those savings into assets that will grow. The habit matters more than the amount in the beginning. Over time, those small investments will snowball. Compounding is not magic. It is mathematics. $10 invested wisely can grow into hundreds, then thousands given enough time and consistency. The mindset shift from consumer to investor is the turning point. Stop asking what can I buy and start asking what can I build. Stop thinking of money as something you spend and start thinking of it as something you plant. Assets are seeds, liabilities are weeds. One grows your wealth, the other strangles it. You must be ruthless in removing liabilities from your life. Every time you eliminate a liability, you create more room for an asset to flourish. Many will not understand your choices. They will wonder why you drive an old car when you can finance a new one. They will question why you live below your means when you could upgrade your lifestyle. Ignore them. They are measuring success by appearances. You are measuring it by freedom. When your assets start paying for your life, those same people will wonder how you did it. By then it will be too late for them to copy you without years of discipline. The truth is, acquiring assets is not glamorous in the early stages. It feels slow, sometimes painfully so. You will make sacrifices. You will say no to things you want now for the sake of things you want more later. But one day you will wake up and realize that your money is working harder than you are. And that is the day you will know it was all worth it. Financial growth is a choice. Passive income is a result of consistent, intelligent money management. Wealth is built in silence away from the applause of others by making decisions today that your future self will thank you for. Start now. Every day you wait, your money is either standing still or being drained by liabilities. Do not waste another moment feeding the things that make you poorer. Feed the assets that will make you free. The formula is simple but not easy. Earn, save, invest, repeat. Let assets be your focus, your priority, your obsession. Because once your assets grow large enough, they will buy back the one thing you can never replace, your time. And that is the ultimate measure of wealth. Chapter 4. Turn your skills into a money machine. The most valuable asset you will ever own is your ability to create value. You may believe that wealth is something you need to wait for, something that comes only to those who already have money, connections, or luck. That belief is the very reason most people never break free from mediocrity. You do not need capital to begin. You do not need the perfect opportunity to show up at your doorstep. What you do have right now is the most underrated form of capital in existence. Your skills, your time, and your creativity. These are not just random qualities. They are seeds of wealth waiting to be planted. The difference between those who stay broke and those who rise is the decision to stop treating their abilities as hobbies and start treating them as assets. Every single person alive has something they can do better than most. For you, it might be teaching others, solving problems, creating art, writing persuasive words, designing visuals, coding software, selling ideas, repairing things, organizing chaos, or speaking in a way that inspires people to move. The tragedy is that most people never bother to identify these strengths, and so they spend their lives trading hours for dollars waiting for a miracle. But the market does not reward waiting. It rewards value. If you want to create income from nothing, you must identify what the market needs and what you can deliver better, faster, or more uniquely than the competition. Somewhere in the world right now, someone is getting paid for a skill you already have, but are not monetizing. That should wake you up. The internet has erased borders, demolished the limitations of geography, and given you the ability to reach billions of people without ever leaving your room. Your skill is no longer limited to your local neighborhood. It can be monetized globally. If you can teach, there is someone online ready to learn from you. If you can design, there is a business ready to pay you. If you can sell, there is a company desperate for your ability. The tools are here, the platforms are ready, and the audience is waiting. The only question is whether you will use them or continue making excuses. Those who succeed in this new economy are not necessarily the most talented. They are the ones who have mastered the art of packaging and selling their skills. Packaging your skill means turning what you know or can do into a clear, tangible product or service that others understand and are willing to pay for. If you are a writer, package your ability into ebooks, blog posts, copywriting services, or scripts for businesses. If you are a teacher, create online courses, coaching programs, or live workshops. If you are a designer, sell templates, brand kits, or custom services. If you are a coder, build apps, plugins, or automation tools, the possibilities are endless. But the formula is simple. Identify a problem, solve it with your skill, and deliver it in a way that is easy for your audience to consume. But it is not enough to simply have a skill. You must develop it until it becomes undeniable. Invest in yourself relentlessly. Read books that sharpen your expertise. Train with people who are better than you. Practice until your output is so good that it demands attention. The rich are not just consumers of information. They are producers of value. They do not just learn for the sake of knowing. They learn to apply, to solve, and to earn. You must adopt the same mindset. Every hour you spend improving your craft increases the future price you can command for it. Personal branding is the bridge between your skill and the market. If you hide your talent, the market will ignore you. In a world flooded with information, attention is currency and you must earn it. Build a presence that shows your expertise. Share your work publicly. Demonstrate your process. Give value before you ask for payment. Position yourself as the go-to person in your niche so that when someone thinks of your field, they think of you first. You are not just selling a service. You are selling trust, authority, and a story that people can connect with. Monetization comes in many forms. You can trade time for money by offering one-on-one services. You can create scalable products like courses or books that sell even when you are asleep. You can license your work so others pay to use it. You can build an audience and earn through sponsorships, partnerships, or advertising. You can turn your expertise into a consulting business that guides others to success. The beauty of this approach is that you decide how far you take it. Start with one client, one sale, one product. From there, build systems that allow you to serve more people without multiplying your workload. The day you turn your talent into a product, service or brand is the day your income stops depending solely on a paycheck. That is the turning point from being a passive participant in the economy to being an active creator within it. This is when you begin to take control over your earning power instead of letting it be dictated by an employer. From that moment on, your value is no longer tied to hours worked, but to results delivered. Do not underestimate the power of small beginnings. Many thriving entrepreneurs started by freelancing after work hours, selling a skill for just a few dollars online, or helping friends and family for free to build a portfolio. Over time, they refined their offer, increased their prices, and built systems to attract more clients. What started as a side hustle became a full-time business. What began with zero capital grew into a brand worth millions. They did not wait for perfect conditions. They acted with what they had, and their skills became their capital. The most dangerous trap you can fall into is believing you are not ready yet. That thought keeps more people broke than any economic crisis. You will never feel completely ready. You will never have all the knowledge, all the resources or all the confidence. What you do have right now is enough to begin. The act of starting is what creates readiness. Each client you serve, each project you deliver, each product you sell will sharpen your skills and strengthen your position. You cannot learn all of entrepreneurship from a book. You must step into the game. Remember, skills have no ceiling. They can be improved, adapted, and scaled infinitely. A single skill mastered deeply can create multiple income streams. The person who can write well can freelance for companies, publish their own books, teach writing courses, and create marketing campaigns. The person who can code can work on freelance projects, build apps, consult for startups, and create software to sell. The possibilities are only limited by your imagination and your willingness to take action. There will be challenges. Not everyone will value your work at first. You may face rejection, criticism, and slow starts. But every obstacle is a lesson. Every no brings you closer to the clients and customers who say yes. Resilience is part of the skill set. The entrepreneurs who win are not the ones who never fall. They are the ones who keep getting back up, improving their offer, and finding better ways to serve. Your ability to create value is your ultimate leverage in the marketplace. Money flows toward value and value is created when a skill meets a need. When you understand this, you will stop chasing every new trend and instead focus on sharpening what you can do better than anyone else. That focus will build your reputation, attract opportunities, and multiply your income over time. The choice is yours. You can continue treating your skills like a hidden treasure that no one sees, or you can bring them into the marketplace, refine them, and let them generate wealth for you. The world does not owe you a living, but it will pay you handsomely if you can solve its problems. That is the mindset shift you must embrace if you want to turn your skills into a money machine. So, take inventory of what you can do. Identify the problems you can solve. Package your solution in a way that makes it easy for people to buy. Show up consistently. Improve relentlessly. Build your personal brand so your name becomes synonymous with quality in your field. Monetize through services, products, and systems that allow you to earn even while you sleep. And above all, remember that your greatest asset is not in your bank account. It is in your mind, your hands, and your ability to create value on demand. That is how you build wealth from zero. Chapter 5. Multiple streams of income. One income is too close to none. Relying on one paycheck is like building your entire life on a single thin branch. It may hold you for a while, but the moment it snaps, everything you depend on comes crashing down. Too many people live with the illusion that a single salary is safe. But safety is an illusion when your livelihood depends entirely on one source, one job loss, one industry shift, or one unexpected crisis. And you could lose everything overnight. This is not a fear tactic. It is reality. The wealthy know this truth, and that is why they refuse to stand on one leg financially. They create balance, stability and growth by building multiple streams of income that flow into their lives whether they are actively working or not. The concept is simple but powerful. You must never depend on one stream when you have the ability to create many. Wealthy people treat money like water. They know that one stream can dry up without warning. So they dig channels, open new sources, and let the flow come from different directions. A job is a stream. A rental property is a stream. A digital product that sells every month without effort is a stream. An investment portfolio paying dividends is a stream. Over time, these streams grow and merge into rivers, and eventually those rivers can become an ocean that never runs dry. If you want security, you must understand that income diversification is not a luxury for the rich. It is a necessity for anyone who values freedom. When you have multiple sources of income, you reduce your risk and multiply your opportunities. If one stream slows down, others keep flowing, keeping you afloat. This is how you protect yourself from economic storms. The truth is, the average millionaire has at least 7 sources of income. They are not relying on a single employer to decide their financial future. They are not leaving their stability in the hands of someone else's business. They are the architects of their own cash flow. Passive income is the most powerful stream you can build because it works without your constant effort. Active income requires you to be present and working like your job or a service you provide. Passive income continues to pay you even when you are sleeping, traveling, or focusing on other ventures. This can come from investments, rental properties, royalties from books or music, online courses, affiliate marketing, or automated businesses. The magic of passive income is that once it is set up, it can keep generating cash for years with minimal maintenance. Start small, but start now. You do not need a fortune to create your first extra stream. You can begin by launching a simple side hustle in your spare time. Freelancing, selling products online, offering consulting in your area of expertise. You can invest your first $100 into an index fund and begin the journey of compounding returns. You can create a piece of content, a product, or a tool that you can sell again and again without recreating it each time. The goal is not to create all streams at once. The goal is to start with one, master it, then add another and another. Over time, the trickle becomes a flow, and the flow becomes a flood. One of the greatest mistakes people make is thinking they need to quit their job to build wealth. That is not the case. Your job can be the foundation, the first stream that funds the creation of your other streams. Use your salary not just for bills and expenses, but to invest in assets that will bring you income in the future. Too many people work for years and spend everything they earn, leaving nothing to grow. If you redirect even a small portion of your income toward building new streams, your financial life will change. The mindset is as important as the method. People with a single income source think like employees. They work for money. People with multiple income sources think like investors and creators. They make money work for them. They see every dollar as a soldier that can go out and bring back more dollars. They are constantly asking themselves, how can I turn this skill, this idea, this resource into another stream of income? They are opportunity seekers, not comfort seekers. Security comes from diversity. Just as an investor does not put all their money into one stock, you must not put all your financial security into one paycheck. Life is unpredictable. Markets shift, companies close, technology changes the game overnight. But if you have income coming from several places, you are far less vulnerable. When one stream faces a drought, the others keep you alive. That is the safety net that most people do not have, and it is the reason so many panic when their single source disappears. Investments are one of the most accessible ways to create additional streams. With the right education and discipline, you can invest in stocks, bonds, real estate, or businesses. Each investment has its own risk and return profile, so you must choose based on your goals and risk tolerance. Real estate can generate rental income every month. Stocks can pay dividends and appreciate in value over time. Bonds can provide steady interest payments. The wealthy do not limit themselves to one type of investment. They build a portfolio that produces income in different ways. Another powerful stream is digital income. In the modern world, technology allows you to reach global markets with minimal upfront cost. You can sell ebooks, create online courses, launch a subscription service, or build an e-commerce store. Unlike traditional business, digital income can scale without requiring the same increase in costs or effort. You create once, you sell forever. This is why many entrepreneurs are turning to online ventures as a primary way to diversify their income. Royalties are another form of passive income. If you create something of value, a book, a song, a piece of software, you can earn money every time it is used or sold. This type of income rewards creativity and innovation. It is the reason why artists, authors, and inventors can continue to earn long after the work is done. Cash flow is the lifeblood of financial freedom. The more streams you have, the stronger your cash flow becomes. Strong cash flow means you can reinvest more, take advantage of opportunities faster, and weather financial challenges without fear. It also gives you the freedom to make choices based on what you want, not what you need. When you are not chained to a single paycheck, you gain control over your time and your decisions. Building multiple streams of income is not about greed. It is about responsibility. You have a responsibility to yourself and your family to create security and options. Depending on one source is gambling with your future. Building many sources is securing it. As Warren Buffett famously said, never depend on a single income. Make investment to create a second source. The journey will take time. You will face challenges. Some streams will fail before they succeed. But the process of building them will make you smarter, stronger, and more resilient. Every new stream you create increases your power, your stability, and your ability to live life on your terms. So stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an investor. Stop relying on one source and start building many. Every stream you create is another step toward independence. Every drop of income you add strengthens the river of your wealth. And when those rivers merge, you will no longer worry about losing a job, facing a recession, or dealing with unexpected expenses. You will stand firm because your foundation is not one branch. It is a forest. The truth is clear. One income is too close to none. If you want to protect yourself, grow your wealth, and live free, you must commit to creating multiple streams. Do not wait for the perfect time. Do not wait for a big opportunity. Start small. Start now. And keep building until the flow is unstoppable. Chapter 6. Learn the rules of money. Then break them. The rich play by a different set of rules because they understand the game. Money is not just currency. It is a game played by those who understand its rules and ignored by those who suffer under them. From the time you were a child, you were fed a script about money. Get good grades, go to college, find a stable job, save a little, buy a house, retire at 65. This script is the comfort blanket of the middle class. Yet, it is the invisible chain that keeps so many people trapped. The rich do not follow this outdated formula because they know it was never designed to make anyone truly wealthy. Instead, they study the real rules of money. The ones no teacher in school will ever explain to you. The ones that are whispered in boardrooms, investment seminars, and closed-door meetings. Money flows like a river, and most people simply stand on the shore, watching it pass them by, hoping to catch a few drops. The rich build channels. They redirect the current. They make the river work for them. They understand that assets are the seeds that grow into trees of cash flow and liabilities are the weeds that choke those trees. They know that cash flow is the heartbeat of wealth, and without it your financial life will flatline. You have been told to fear debt. But the wealthy know that debt, when harnessed correctly, is a lever that can lift you to places your own capital never could. They borrow at low rates to invest in high-yield opportunities, turning other people's money into their own streams of income. The tax system is not neutral. It rewards those who play the game intelligently. The employee pays taxes before they even touch their income. The business owner, the investor, the asset builder, they pay taxes after they have made their money work for them. They use corporations, trusts, and strategic deductions to legally minimize their tax burden. While the average worker has no idea these options even exist, this is not cheating. It is simply understanding the rules better than everyone else. But here is the real truth. Once you learn the rules, you will see how flexible they are. The rules are not carved in stone. They bend for those who understand them, and they shatter for those willing to challenge them. The world tells you to save money, yet the value of money decreases over time due to inflation. The rich invest instead. The world tells you to pay off your house as fast as you can, yet the wealthy use equity to invest in more assets. The world tells you to avoid risk, yet the wealthy know that calculated risk is the engine of financial growth. Ignorance is the greatest liability you will ever carry. It costs you opportunities. It costs you freedom, and it costs you years of your life. Knowledge is the ultimate asset because once you have it, no one can take it from you. Financial education is not optional. It is the foundation upon which all wealth is built. Without it, every step you take is on shaky ground. With it, you can walk into any financial arena and hold your own. The first step is to stop playing the game by the rules you were given and start studying the rules that actually matter. Learn how cash flow works and why it is more important than your salary. Understand how leverage can multiply your returns. Master the art of turning liabilities into assets. When you have mastered these principles, you will begin to see opportunities where others see problems and wealth where others see scarcity. The wealthy are not magicians. They are players who understand the game deeply. They know that the game is tilted in favor of those who own, not those who owe. They know that money flows to those who know how to control it and away from those who fear it. They know that rules can be rewritten, and often are by those who have the power to change them. You have a choice. You can remain a pawn in someone else's game, or you can become the player who writes your own rules. This choice requires courage, discipline, and an unshakable commitment to learning. It requires that you stop seeking comfort and start seeking mastery. It demands that you step into the role of creator, not consumer, owner, not borrower. As the quote says, the rich play by a different set of rules because they understand the game. The question is, will you keep playing with the deck stacked against you, or will you learn the moves that turn you into a master? The moment you decide to learn, to study, and to apply what you know, the game changes forever. From that point forward, you are no longer just surviving in the system. You are using the system to create your own version of wealth and freedom. That is when the rules of money stop being walls around you and become doors you can walk through at will. Chapter 7. Escape the rat race mentality. If you trade hours for money, You will always run out of hours before you get rich. This harsh truth defines the rat race that traps millions of people in a cycle of endless work with little to show for it. The moment you accept that your time is limited and that your income is tied to those hours, you agree to a life of financial dependency. Most people work hard their entire lives only to realize that the paycheck stops when the work does. The system conditions us to believe that trading time for money is the only way to survive. But this mindset is the very chain that keeps you trapped. True financial independence is impossible when your earnings cease the moment you step away from your job. The rich have learned to break free from this trap by detaching their income from their time. They build assets, businesses, investments, intellectual property that generate cash flow continuously regardless of their presence. This is the secret to escaping the rat race. Starting from zero requires more than just working hard. It demands working smart and learning to create multiple income streams. You must shift your focus from labor to leverage. The hours you put in must multiply in value, not just add to your paycheck. Passive income is not a luxury but a necessity if you want freedom. It is the income that flows even when you sleep, travel or take a day off. This is how you reclaim your time and your life. Building these income streams will not happen overnight, and it will not happen without discipline and education. You must invest in learning about money, investing, and entrepreneurship. Every step you take toward creating an asset today is a step away from the paycheck-to-paycheck existence. The rat race is a treadmill. No matter how fast you run, you stay in the same place. But when you create income that works independently, you start moving forward faster and farther than ever before. Your goal should not be to earn more hours, but to earn more money with fewer hours. This is the mindset that separates the wealthy from the rest. It is not about working harder. It is about working differently. Financial freedom means having choices. Choices about where you live, what you do, and how you spend your time. It means waking up every day knowing your income will continue whether you show up or not. The rat race is a trap of the mind as much as it is a trap of circumstance. You must unlearn the idea that a job is your only option. Build your knowledge, take risks, and focus on creating value that generates revenue on its own. This is the path from surviving to thriving, from scarcity to abundance. If you want to build wealth from zero, escaping the rat race mentality is the first and most crucial step. Your freedom depends on it. Thanks for watching. For more updates please like, share and subscribe.